Hello, and welcome back to CrossCode. I have my broken controller in hand. Hopefully it survives the ordeal in front of us. Yeah. Please no more bosses, because this game has literally broken my controller. Hi. This way. I'm gonna look around. I'm not gonna look around. Yeah. Very open layout you have here. He's waiting inside. Brother? Well, not necessarily my brother. You know what I mean. Hi? Is that? Yep. It really happened. Satoshi! Finally, we found you! Lei, you're here. Does that mean... is he with you as well? Alright. This way, please. Make sure he can read the number of this device. It's possible to connect to it using an IDN client. Oh, just make sure to look closely at the number, Lei. Okay. Alright, one moment, please. Satoshi! So glad to see you again. Same for me. It's been too long. Sergey? Is that you? Or was it Sergey? Oh, did I just now figure that out? I'm sure you have a lot of questions, but before we continue, let me start a little program. The fuck? Alright, let's stay close and talk quietly. This room is monitored. Having this noise around us should sufficiently mess with their protocol. At least for some time. I see. Well then, allow me to get straight to the point. Sergey, you should already know about the Evotars. Is Lei aware about herself as well? Yes, she is. And thankfully I didn't implode. Entirely. Good. This will make things much easier. Lei, let me start by saying that you are, in fact, the first functional Evotar. Minus a few remaining technical issues, like your malfunctioning speech module. Why? Wait, so I didn't imagine it. You can talk? Partially. I hard-coded a few words into her module. I wasn't even aware that was an option. You always manage to surprise me, Sergey. It's nothing. Please, go on. Right. Let me tell you what happened after Gotham, Shizuka, and I left Instantainment. What the fuck is going on? Despite countless attempts, we failed to convince Instantainment to support our research. It was in that hopeless moment that we met a certain person. And they took advantage. Mr. Benedict Sidwell? That's the name he gave us, at least. We never met him in person and knew very little about him. I thought that we were actually talking to him there, that's why I said the name as strangely as I did. Yet, he believed in our visions and offered us his support. And indeed, with his help, we continued our research on Evotars. He provided us with everything we needed. Technical equipment, confidential specifications, and most of all, a test environment within the playground. We managed to continue our research within Crossworld. Instantainment never interfered. To this day, I don't know how he did it. Things started within this small area of Sapphire Ridge. However, over time, we realized that a larger testing area was required for effective research. Yeah, we've been there. It's hell on Earth. And that's how we ended up in Vermilion Wasteland, a discontinued extension to the playground. Mr. Sidwell made it ours for research. We called it Evotar Ground. The new location wasn't the most appealing, but it certainly helped with our research. It didn't take us long to reach our first major milestone. Our first Evotar, Lei, was born derived from Shizuka's avatar. Back then, things were going rather well. We made so much progress. It was exciting. Following prototypes have proven to be almost feature complete. It was at that point that a long lingering question started to emerge. What exactly should we do with those Evotars? Around that time, Mr. Sidwell made requests for additional features. He wanted to know if we could extract memories from Evotars. The memories of the original players. Hence, his original intent became clear to us. He made us develop a system to gather intelligence from players of Crossworlds. The method works on any player of Crossworlds. First, we apply a custom crosscode to the target player, overriding the original. Just after a short learning phase, we decouple it again. From then on, the modified crosscode can be run autonomously. The Evotar is born. So simple to copy somebody's mind. In order to fully regain their memory, the Evotar needs to spend some time within the Evotar ground. And as soon as this is complete, we gather the intelligence. Turns out you can't simply extract their memory. Of course, you can interrogate an Evotar just like any person. Interrogate them, with virtually no restraints on the technique. The method worked. We managed to collect highly confidential information in secret without leaving any trace. Of course, once we discovered what kind of business we ended up in, we started a protest. We never intended Evotars to be used in that manner. We were ready to drop everything. However, it was too late for that. We'd broken several agreements with our ex-employer. That's why we've been reluctant to report anything to the authorities. And even when we considered doing that, Mr. Sidwell managed to blackmail us into submission. His intention was clear. If any of us tried to leave, our days would be numbered. Well, not that it mattered to me. You mean your heart disease? Please don't tell me. I'm sorry. Satoshi you knew died 2 years ago. He's an Evotar. Standing in front of you is the Evotar of Satoshi. I myself created this copy as an offer to Mr. Sidwell so I could continue to serve him. In return, I wanted him to let Shizuka go. I was naive to ever think he'd fulfill his end of the agreement. I can't believe this. Don't feel sorry, Sergei. Nothing could have been done about my disease anyway. Becoming an Evotar was the only option for me to stay in this world. You need to switch rooms, otherwise the masking will lose its effect. Follow me. This is really heavy. Satoshi. A system to extract information from players. This is unbelievable. Not surprising. A lot of effort to go through, but then again the information might be really sensitive. Kind of breaks the atmosphere, doesn't it? We're not here to have a good time, Shizuka. So, you're now an Evotar. Can you move around freely in the playground? No. These days I'm confined within this building. That's also why I know little of what's happening outside. Are you aware that Lei has been in Evotar ground again recently? I suspected it from some protocol readings I had access to. I suppose they tried to drag Lei back into it. Yeah. And once she was there, they could effectively track our connection. That almost managed to locate me. That means Sidwell is already fully aware of your actions. This is troublesome. Something else I wonder. How did Lei learn the truth about herself? You don't know? Your little sister paid us a visit. You did? She confronted Lei with the truth. Very abruptly. Not again. I don't see the problem. I merely told her the truth. You know full well what the consequences of your actions could have had. Well, it happened. We can't change it now. I'm glad that Lei was strong enough to overcome it this time around. Yeah, there's been other times. Yes, congratulations, Lei. We're all so very proud of you. Shizuka, stop acting like a child. Excuse me? You never stopped acting like a freak. Only caring for your dear little AI sister. Enough already! Look, I know you have your issues with Lei, but you need to understand one thing. She's our best chance to get out of this mess. Both of us. What do you mean? It's thanks to her that we got in contact with Sergei. Not only that, but she's the only one who can reach the Evotar server. Why is now the first time I hear this? I couldn't share this with you or anybody else. We're all being monitored. It would have jeopardized the whole plan. Anyway, with both Sergei and Lei's help, we might be able to get everyone out of this. You, me, maybe even Gautam. Gautam? I'm never going to know how to say his name. The Evotar server, it's the host for all Evotars with the exception of Lei. It's located within the playground itself, somewhere inside the dungeon compound of Evotar Ground. Access is highly limited. Only avatars with an embedded access key can enter the area without triggering the self-destruct sequence. Remote administration is disabled entirely, with the exception of one command, the deletion of all data. It is Sidwell's final trump card. The server is impossibly hard to reach, and even if we tried, he could wipe its data at any time. It would put an end to almost any Evotar in existence, including myself. For Shizuka and Gautam, there might have been a slim chance to escape this whole mess. But for me, it was close to impossible. However, now that Lei is here, things have changed. Because she can access key embedded. Oh, wait, because she has an access key embedded. Wow. She can reach the Evotar server. Come again? Yeah, I mean, I had to read that twice as well. Why does Lei have the key out of all people? Because I tricked Sidwell into giving it to her. I faked a malfunction of Lei's Evotar. I told Sidwell the best chance to fix it would be to inspect the state of the Evotar and server side by side, while Lei was still connected. However, I wasn't allowed to access the server. As a compromise, I convinced Sidwell to go to the server together with Lei. He attempted to debug the issue while I provided remote support. In order to do that, Lei was given the access key. Despite all the efforts, I told him that the issue could not be fixed. As a final attempt, Lei was relocated to my personal development server. But ultimately, I concluded that she was broken for good. I was tasked with deleting her. Instead, I secretly sneaked her back into the official game servers, hidden with a small data corruption of the database. One where I was certain that an old colleague would eventually be tasked with looking into it. Oh, yeah, the data corruption. What the heck? He really did not go easy on me. I had to make sure that not just anyone could fix it. And it worked. Honestly, all this was a huge gamble, but here you are. You received my message and found me? And now, we need to figure out how Lei can reach the Evotar server before Sidwell has a chance to wipe its data. And I already have a few ideas I'd like to discuss with you in detail, Sergei. Of course. Let's relocate back to the previous room. From here on out, Sergei and I will dive into the technical details. You two probably don't want to stick around for that. Maybe spend some time together as well? Talk it out? That sounds like a very bad idea. She can't talk. Come on, you know what I mean. Do we really have to? Please, dear sister. Fine. Alright. What should we do? Honestly, there's nothing interesting to see in this building anyway. I hate it here. Let's just head outside. Okay. This whole area is so terribly delimited. Delimited? I don't think I've ever seen that word in the English language. No way to move around. Still, there's a little spot over at the lake over there. Let's go there. Well, we need to go to the lake, but I don't know how long this dump is going to be. This story dump. Again, it seems like we're really at the end, and we may very well be going back to Vermilion Wasteland, which is good, because I still need chests there. So, yeah. But, anyways, hopefully you enjoyed my nonsense. If you did, a like, comment, subscribing, and hitting that bell icon would be greatly appreciated. And this has been Boy Lag, signing off.